hundreds of communities from the area of Cusco and part of the Aymara area. So they go there to celebrate a special occasion. They call it solstice of winter. So that place is the place where they start to fight the sun, and they dance for 3 days and 3 nights. So if you want to go there, you have to go with some kind of straight idea to find out what the people think there.
The journey to the SENOR De Quyllurit'i was very exciting, a lot of anticipation to all the stories we've heard. Once we arrived, it seemed pretty chaotic to see all these people trying to get up to the passage straight up to the glacier. We couldn't get horses for about an hour and a half. We just hanged around and kind of started to get into the rhythm of things. A lot of the dancers and organizations were starting their marches up the hill. So it was still a lot of uncertainty. It was early in the morning, and so we were all ready to go. Every 2 miles there's a cross, a specific sanctuary where everybody stops and gives an offering, does a prayer, and plays some music as well. So as the march continues up the mountain, you definitely feel the altitude growing on you. That was probably my main concern, the altitude sickness, where everything seems pretty heavy, you're out of air, but the collective energy of everybody climbing up this mountain really got you excited. So you kind of forgot about it until you got a split headache, but other than that, you're just going up. The main event is carried out by ukukus who climb glaciers over Mount Colquepungu to bring back crosses and blocks of ice which are said to be medicinal. Peasant communities and indigenous communities undertake the annual pilgrimage to the SENOR De Quyllurit'i festival, each carrying a small image of Christ to the sanctuary. These delegations include a large troupe of dancers and musicians dressed in 4 main styles. Chuncho. Wearing feather headdresses and a wood staff, Chunchos represent the indigenous inhabitants of the Amazon rainforest to the north of the sanctuary. There are several types of Chunchos dancers. The most common is the Wari Chuncho, which composes up to 70% of all the Quyllurit'i dancers. Koya. Dressed with a knitted mask, a hat, a woven sling, and a llama skin, Koyas represent the Aymara inhabitants of the Altiplano to the south of the sanctuary. Koya is considered a mestizo dance style, whereas Chuncho is regarded as an indigenous dance. Ukuku. Clad in a dark coat and a woolen mask, ukukus represent the role of the trickster, also known as the Pablitos. They speak in a high-pitched voice, play pranks, and keep order among the pilgrims. And this order is with a whip. In Quechua mythology, ukukus are the offspring of a woman and a bear, feared by everyone because of their supernatural strength. In these stories, the ukuku redeems itself by defending a condenado, a cursed soul, and becoming an exemplary farmer. Machula. Wearing a mask, a humpback, a long coat, and a walking stick, machulas represent the Ñapamuchas, the mystical first inhabitants of the Andes. According to oral traditions, ukukus and pablitos from different nations used to engage in ritual battles on the glaciers, but this practice was banned by the Catholic Church. Today, they continue this ritual in a more controlled area and where they use the whips to demonstrate such battles. So getting in there was quite spectacular. We went straight to the Carros. where we were known, and while we were greeted with open arms and lots of hugs, there was no space for us. The carrolls had their specific area already full, so we had to work our way over to another area, and it was already getting dark. It took us 4 hours to get up there walking, and all our gear arrived ahead of us, so we had to relocate our gear and put ourselves in the plane in an area where it was supposed to be all open space. We didn't know that there's nothing open space in such a large crowd. The event is quite intense. I don't recommend it for everybody. I think you need to be spiritually centered and physically fit to go up there. So after 3 days, we exited prior to the massive exodus or exit. This winding road as it goes down the mountain. All 20,000 people packed their bags at 11 o'clock in the morning after the last blessing, which is at, I believe at 7 a.m. on that Tuesday. And it's a rush to get down to the mountain. We got to the mountain, at the bottom of the mountain before everybody, so we were lucky to get transportation and our gear reshuffled for the next climb, which was Ausangate. Ooh.